Hello everyone, welcome to Chunner Studio. My name is Chunner and this is my guest, Gilbert Bolden. And I'm very excited to have you here in Chunner Studio for the first time. And yes, welcome. And also, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Gilbert Bolden III. I'm a dancer with New York City Ballet, Chun's coworker. Yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, and also Gilbert had featured in New York Times with his own design for 10 years anniversary of fashion gala in New York City Ballet. And I was like, that's amazing. Like, how can you make it a costume, outfit yourself out of just your imagination and the color, everything. Like, I would love to show some of the picture here. Just from scratch, I very admire you with that. And also Gilbert wear point shoes as well. That he had also taught in person in my class each Sunday, not each Sunday, one of those Sunday. And all my students love you so much. Thank you so much for showing up.
Oh, it was so fun.
So today we had a very good news. Probably we'll post around, people already knows. So the good news is that Gilbert is going to be the Cavalier for the first time and dancing with Sarah Mearns. So I find out yesterday actually. And when I find out, I was super happy. So before we talk about this season, the Nutcracker season, I was like, I hope you can do Cavalier this year. And all you said, it was like, hopefully I can do Spanish, the lead Spanish. But yeah, it's great, it's amazing, it's about time. And so how did you find out that you are dancing with Merce? Because I did not tell you.
Right, okay. Well, you kept it all day. So I found out we get our weekly schedule, our daily schedule at 4 o'clock every single day. And I found out when everyone else found out. Actually, other people knew before I did, even when the schedule came out. Someone behind me was like, oh, like, congratulations, like, work. And I was like, for what? I don't know what you mean. Because I was talking to my friend Giovanni, and he was like, there's nothing really that much on the schedule. There's nothing really, like, new. It's the same stuff. And I was looking at it over his shoulder, and I just went, what is that? Because I saw my name, and, you know, I rarely ever see my name named like that on the schedule for Nutcracker. So I was like zooming on that, and it said Bolden Mearns. And I was very confused, and my first reaction was, I said, no, this is a joke. Someone's playing a joke on me.
Also, you saw the name first.
I saw the names first, and that was it.
Before the ballet.
Yes. So I was like, oh, what is this for? Like, I don't know, this can't be real. And then we like swiped over and saw Nutcracker, and it was just like my whole body like shut down. I fully was out of my body. And I look over at Sarah across the room, and she's just smirking at me because she's been like keeping a secret all day. It was just kind of unreal. Obviously, you were so sweet because you had finally like broken the news. But yeah, I went up to Sarah and I was like, so? She was like, I want to tell you all day, but I couldn't tell you.
Because I think both of us want you to find out yourself. And it's your reaction. I was so happy. When I come into the room after I find out the news, I saw you. I was like, okay, let's not talk to you because I cannot cover the happiness that I find out that you are going to do the Cavalier. You're going to be so good at it. So, can I ask you some question like, how have you danced with Merce before? And yeah.
I have. We've danced together now officially 3 times. Yeah. Our first time ever dancing together was in Justin Peck's Bright for the 2018 Spring Gala, I believe, which was 3 couples, and I actually wasn't her main partner. We all kind of like shuffled for a second, and we had like a 20-second pas de deux that we do twice, and that was kind of the first introduction to each other, and it was great.
Is it great? How was the beginning of the feeling when you danced with her then and now?
In Bright, it was amazing. Like,
Okay.
I was just like so excited. Like, I was like, nervous because it's Sarah Mearns and she's one of our primas. but it was all fun and like, you know, it's a little like 20-second thing in the middle of a dance. Like it's not really like as nerve-wracking as the second time was, which was our first like main pas de deux, which was in Justin Peck's Rotunda. And that was a new piece made in 2019, I believe. And I remember leaving our first rehearsal just kind of feeling like I was the worst partner to ever exist. Just not because of any reason, just kind of like I felt like I wasn't doing things properly. Like I was getting very much in my head. And I talked to other dancers who had partnered Sarah as well, and they were like, that's how the first one usually goes. And then you kind of get on with it. And the second rehearsal was leaps and bounds better. Like I felt comfortable. I felt like present in the room, and everything was fine. And that was really where her and our relationship grew. And became like, you know, buddy. And that was kind of always weird being buddy with Sarah Mearns.
Yeah.
After being in the school, like watching her on stage be like
The
Sarah
star.
Mearns. Yeah. And then the third time we did Justin Peck's rodeo together at Jake's Pillow this summer.
Nice. Yeah, so a lot of the time that we always have, we sometime in the beginning of the partnering process when we have a new partner, it actually always have some difficult time, not only with certain ballerinas. It's just like we need time. It's just like all the relationship. We need time to know each other, to talk to each other, to learn how we communicate with each other. So I guess being patient, that's my tips. Like what's your tips to when you get frustrated from that rehearsal? Like how did you go through that mind process?
I basically just kind of forced myself to leave it in the past. Like I couldn't carry any of that baggage forward, because obviously we're all human. It couldn't have even been the rehearsal. Maybe it was a bad day. Maybe it was this. There were so many things that could have happened that if I had held on to that feeling, it wouldn't have been helpful going forward. Because even it didn't really feel personal. It wasn't like she was like, no one was against me. It was just like the situation at hand.
Yep.
So I kind of just accepted it for what it was.
Sleep on it.
And moved on.
Yeah. Such good advice, because some of my friends, when they have a very frustrating day, the rehearsal did not go well, they will be very frustrating and trying to pick on the step that they did not do well, and they keep doing it and just until they get injured. And so sometimes, you know, who knows who will remember what mistake you do. Like keep going on and keep carrying on the day, go eat something. When you come back, it will just automatically gets better. Like it's just ballet. So it's hard, I mean, of course, but be nice and easy on yourself. Who is your favorite Cavalier throughout the years that you have watched live?
Live?
Live.
That's so hard. I feel like the Engel brothers are both amazing Cavaliers. I mean, they're just amazing partners in general. So Jared and Tyler. Anytime I watch them partner, I'm just like amazed. And I try and hopefully I can get to that level one day. But not live. I obsess over the video of Damien Wetzel dancing with Darcy Kistler. That was a video I learned Nutcracker off of when I first learned it when I was in the school. And I mean, he's just insane. Like the presence, the skill, the partnering, everything. It's perfect.
That's awesome. And so the show is coming up soon. Probably by the video goes out that you're probably already performing. It's very soon. So how are you preparing it? Like how are you going to prepare for the show that you are going to dance comfortably?
When I first saw my name on the schedule and I kind of started mentally making a checklist what I would like to do, what I need to do, I started to think I have to be the like ideal classical ballet prince. You know, the stereotypical, like, I don't even know. It's just I was trying to be like uber, almost like Russian in a way. But then I remembered I was like, I was cast for me as I haven't danced that way before ever. So why would I dance that way now. Obviously, I will enter a different character for it and have that like Cavalier stature.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna dance it very much how I would dance normally, which is a little bit more cheerful, a little bit over the top, not too much. I'll tone it down for this. I will hold it back for this role because it is a little more reserved. But you know, mentally I was like, I have to be the perfect classical male dancer, and that is not how I actually want to enter this process. I want to enter it as being the best that I can do in the role at hand. So
for the partnering, because you have such strong partnering skill, and do you think knowing the girls' choreography could help you be a better partner?
100% yes. I mean, naturally, I have a very what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like photographic memory kind of mind. When I watch anything, I just naturally watch the girls' choreo first, just because as the partner, you are supposed to not really be seen. So you want to make sure you are assisting your partner the best of their ability to do what they have to do. So I think something like Nutcracker, where there is a lot of separation, you have to make sure that you are complimenting your partner even when you are the whole stage apart,
right?
Or if your back is turned, which right, for like the flying shoulder sits in the pas de deux, your back is turned to the girl. You need to know what she's doing,
Yeah.
or else you're gonna get like jumped at when you're not ready.
Yeah.
And it also just makes it more fun. It with a lot of partnering, it's not actually beautiful to do by yourself.
Yeah.
It looks very ugly without a partner in your hands. So knowing their choreography helps you feel like you danced more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and also like you unison the whole choreography together. Instead of she's doing her stuff and you are doing your stuff.
Yeah.
You really like became one whole piece.
Yeah.
And that's how we do it with the partnering. So are you going to just sharing some of my my preference to how I prepare for classical pas de deux. Once I find out that I'm doing Don Quixote with Maria Kochakova in Val, I started to run the ballet every day. No matter if I'm hurting, tiring, hangover, blah blah blah, sick, I'm running the ballet every day. So just to get my body to know this is going to be the part. And also the reason I'm really running it every day because in Vail, Colorado is like high altitude, so I have to have the stamina for it. But our version of the Nutcracker with Balanchon's version, we don't have a variation. It doesn't mean it's easier because after pas de deux, we come up with the coda and there's a lot of jump and turns and manège. So it's still very demanding physically. So that's how I prepare. So just like knowing it, run it as much as you can. And literally you have done it with Giovanni in the end of the week, in the end of the day. Both of you just like bang it. Oh. That's amazing.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like when you don't notice the partner as often, that's when it is like amazing partnering. Like you're almost, if you were just to watch the person getting partnered, it would look like they're doing impossible things by themselves. So you don't really want to see hands or a protruding body part. Obviously, it's different for every pas de deux and different for everything, but I think when the person partnered just looks like they can dance so freely, that's what makes a good partner when I'm looking at dance.
Yeah, completely agree. I just would add on something like when you see the girl in front of the guys, when they are happy and they look effortless, that's good sign already. Like they would not struggle with, okay, my waist not here, and then they are scary with their facial expression. So it's more like when they relax, they are doing their things without noticing the guy is doing a lot in the back. That's first sign. The second sign that you could tell there's a good partner is that everything is fine with the girl. She's enjoying her dance. And then if you want to pick the back and also the guy is enjoying the whole pas de deux with effortless facial expression. So he's also very calm, like acting, interacting with the girls, and also like have a nice and clean position. But that's only after the girls is being comfortable. Because often when we just started partnering, the guy is focusing on too much on their position, and while the girls is struggling, staying on their legs. So the girls first, and then you focus on yourself afterwards.
Totally agree.
So it's hard to build a trust, but even for the guys to trust the girls, because first of all, not that we don't trust them, it's just like we don't know where they want, because everyone has their preference. So it takes time, but also knowing that if you have a small amount of time to communicate with each other before the show, you go with your instinct and reach the best.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of just blind trust. You have to just kind of do it, let it happen, and kind of like I was saying before, like not get bogged down on like something's not right. Like we have to like get angry. Like no, it's fine. Just openly communicate, be open and honest, and everything will work out.
And also, I guess, be okay with mistake, or even on stage.
Yeah.
So like, when one step is not going well, stop thinking about that mistake.
Yeah.
Move on. Focus on next. Because with one pas de deux, more than 5 minutes, there's so many of choice you can make. So focus on present, whatever you are about to do, instead of like what mistake you make.
Yeah. Because most of the time, the audience has no idea.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, really bad. But
Yeah.
usually most people don't even see the things that you think are so telegraphed as wrong.
Right.
Usually it's fine.
So from your expression, even though there's something mistake, don't show it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I took inspiration off of
Miu Miu.
Miu Miu for the top, which is that like the ultra crop style. There was the like micro mini set they released I think last spring. And then the skirt, I was inspired by Christian Siriano, Spring 21. My friend Daphne Velga actually models in every single one of those shows, and she posted the dress on Instagram, and I stopped what I was doing, and I was just gobsmacked. I was like, I need this skirt in my life. So I originally planned to make it back in spring of this year, but then because of COVID, we were uninvited to gala, so I shelved it and was going to save it until next spring. But then I didn't have any other ideas to make for this fall, and I thought, it is the 10th anniversary Fall Fashion Gala. I have to go big because I have to. There's no other option. And so I just decided to do it. It took me about, I think, 10 days from when I bought the fabric to the gala itself, which is better than last year, because last year I did it in one day, my little sash thing. So I was already more prepared. It took me about, I don't even know how long, maybe like 35 hours total over the course of a few days. And there's 90 yards of tulle involved, 5 yards of the green tulle that you see, and then inside there's this thicker, it's called diamond net. It's almost like, not quite horsehair, but thicker, so it has body. And then I had a hoop skirt underneath that. The dress originally was, the fabric was about 120 inches long, which is way too long. So I cut about half of it off the front and then kept a long train. And the top I made in about a day. I just kind of bought a suit and chopped it at home. It was the last thing I did. Was I had my roommate and I said, does this line look straight? And we just cut it. And I left the house. I don't know.
Yeah, every time during the galas, you have made just your own outfit. And sometimes it's in New York Times, sometimes in Vogue, in featured in Vogue. And so with all this beautiful outfit, where do you store them? Or if people wanted to buy here, would you sell them or put it in the museum?
Right now I'm saving them.
Okay.
But they're also, most of them are the big ones. So the dress, and then I also have a pink outfit that I made in the winter. Those are both stored in trash bags under my bed because I don't have any space. It's New York. And the rest of them are just hanging in my closet. My designs, as well as my friend Tyler James' designs, who did my first few looks. Yeah, I mean, one day maybe I'll sell them or put them in a museum, or I don't know, like
Your own show.
yeah, my own archival show.
Yeah.
But you can borrow anytime you want. Yeah,
Okay.
just let me know.
Sounds good.
No, just get a pair of heels and we'll call it good.
And this Halloween, you made 7 outfits each day for a week.
Yeah, 7. I made parts of about 5 of them. Just like made a headpiece, gloves, not everything else I really had. But 2 looks I made entirely from scratch, which was Julia Fox, so I did her cropped denim look. And then I did a version of Nicole Kidman for AMC, which was that bedazzled suit, as well as I mixed that with her Vanity Fair cover, where she was wearing the Miu Miu Micro Mini set. I really like the Miu Miu Micro Mini set.
That looks really good.
But
I loved
yeah,
it.
so that was that.
So before we finish the video, do you have anything to say to the audience about this coming Nutcracker season?
Come see Chun. No.
Come see the show.
Oh my God.
October.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm so excited. It's my 6th Nutcracker with the company. So I'm just really happy to be doing a new role. But when I'm not doing Cavalier, you can also come see me do Parents or Mother Ginger as well, or Mouse King, which I'll be face hidden, but you'll know it's me, I promise.
That's awesome. We cannot wait, and I'm very excited for your new role. Yeah, Mare.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. If you have any question, please comment, like, share the video. I'll see you next time.